Good morning.
Good morning. It's kind of early for some people, but hello.
As
Hello.
long as I, as long as I can bring coffee.
I do have mine as well.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am.
Yes. I have to.
Yes, ma'am.
I get
That's
up about
nice.
5 a.m. So I have coffee and then take a break for a little bit and then have coffee one more time.
You take a break and have coffee after you have coffee?
I have to have a break and then
Oh, okay. Well, that works.
no. You just get busy doing stuff and the coffee that's in the pot gets cold
It's,
and
yes.
I hate that old coffee.
I save my cold coffee for dyeing stuff.
Oh, good idea.
Well, the price of it nowadays, I went to the store the other day. Remember how, like, was it 2 months ago, the eggs were outrageous?
Yeah, it was.
The eggs have come back down, but now in order to have coffee with your breakfast,
Yeah.
coffee on sale around here is normally like $7.99. Well, on sale the other day, it was $15.99. I about cried.
Oh my word.
But what is going on, you
I guess
people?
it depends on, what kind you like,
I think
like
it's
I have.
tariffs. Yeah.
Well, I don't know. I
Well,
just think
maybe
it's
not.
everything. A lot of things didn't ever come down from, you know,
Well,
they
that's,
never
some things,
exactly
that's
came
very
down.
true. But now that my eggs have come back down again, I got 30 for like 8 something. And a couple months ago, it was like almost over $1 an egg. I was like, what? What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna start putting chickens in my backyard. Well, I
Hey,
don't think so.
Becca,
Hi, Becca. She's up
if
with the
I
rest
can
of us
last.
chickens.
If I can last being staying up, working and stuff, yes, the market. And for anyone who's just
Yes,
joining us even now or later when you watch this, and I hope
yes,
you do, in the description box below is a link. I want to make sure before I talk that I did it. It was early.
yeah. I'll be
Let me
right back. I have
see.
to go
Oh
get a.
yeah, it's in there about the makers market.
Okay,
And
I'll be
there's,
right back. I have to go get a thing.
okay. All right. There's multiple vendors and people, crafters. Hi, JMH. Oh, thank you. I get it. It's Friday and everybody's busy. I understand. But thanks for stopping by and saying hi. Hello. Yeah. I just like threw the link Shelly's way and said, if you're available. And I've asked a couple people and I get it. Everybody's kinda busy during the day, especially mornings, getting stuff together. So I do want to show.
Ooh, show and tell.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it on me for a second.
You do it.
So, like in the description of the video for the title, I said make your own washi tape, and this is what I'm using. And I'm not inventing the wheel, like others say, because I know it's probably been shown, but this is the vellum that I use. Trying to get a there we go. And it's really nice. It's for laser or inkjet. And you
Ah,
can stamp on it, with your stays on. I've done that before. And I think I did a video a few years ago about how to do this. But so this is how, like, I just printed this one for mini books. I tape a piece because I don't have a back feeder, and I know a lot of people can print on vellum easily. My printer does not take vellum nicely. Like, for some reason, it always goes to that second sheet or whatever.
it's
But
hard for it to
I
pull in,
just,
huh?
yeah, I just put
Yeah.
a little piece of scotch tape folded over so it's nice and smooth and not raised above
Oh,
when you put it
smart
through your
girl.
printer. And then I put it in the tray and then it'll print on this. So this one is just some digitals that I have. And these are very small because I'm going to put them in these little books here.
I like those.
I'll show you a
That tiny
few.
print.
This is just some paper that I don't print on any because it's like I don't know if it's Bristol or something. I just don't like how the print shows on that paper. Thank God I helped me choose. Now this is one of Patty's prints, and in the description box is a link to her YouTube. But I just love the roses, and this is actually fabric. So I scanned this, and this is the vellum piece that came out of it. And what I like about this, oh shoot. Anyway, I did that one wrong. So this one, here we go. This is a washi tape digital. So you can find digitals on Etsy for washi tape. And that's how they turns out. You can see it on the white. Let me take it off of this. And then all you need to do is take some double-sided tape. And let's just say I want this roll. And you can do wider tape and just cut it afterwards.
And it doesn't show through? I mean,
okay, so here's your double-sided tape, right?
mm-hmm.
And I'm going to peel off the back.
Morning, Casey.
Hey, Casey. See, and you can see how clear it is.
Look at that.
So I'm going, you know, I would obviously cut it first or tear it.
Sure. That's smart. I like that.
And then you have your washi tape to store without it being sticky.
Yes.
You know, and then
Yes.
it tears really easy. You know how you want that teared look sometimes in washi?
Yes.
Yeah, for sure, right?
Nice.
And then when you go put it in your book, let me grab my journal that I'm working in. I'm going to trim this down a little bit to where the edge was. I mean, that's super easy with the actual digital that's made for it, you know?
Yeah.
I always need my awl for that. And take my little, find a page I want to put it in.
Hey, J-Mac.
Here.
That's a pretty
page. And then
page.
I'm just going to put it down there.
That's such a pretty page.
And you have your own washi.
Yes.
So,
That's
yeah.
so pretty. Can I see the cover again, please?
No. I haven't done the cover, to finish the cover.
Well,
so
okay,
I'm
what
not.
I saw. I'm actually looking at the spine.
I'll show the spine.
Uh-huh. That's what I was looking for. Oh, that's neat. That
So I
very
did
cool.
a corset stitch
But that's
on this actual vintage corset.
Is that
So this
chipboard underneath that so it stiffens it?
You mean in the spine?
Well, for where you're
Here?
putting your holes into. The top cover there that you have, basically.
This here?
That part.
This part is a corset. It's a vintage
Right.
corset.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah.
An actual
it's
corset.
Fabric.
Right. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. And yeah, it's going to be
beautiful.
a biggie.
It's beautiful.
Going to be a biggie. So that's like the actual. What's that?
Tell me when you don't have big ones.
I know. Well, this is a bigger size. Let's put it that way, where it's almost a full size sheet.
Oh.
So there's not ones that are folded in there. They're full length, and then I had to make the spine for each one. Yeah. Nice. So these are actual washi digis. And then I used, like, this is torn paper. It's called torn paper. I believe it's Amity Bloom. So it's not necessarily made for washi type thing, but I did. And yes, it's pretty just on vellum. Nice. And this is just for me using the same paper over and over if you want to. And then I just have the 2-inch or 1.5 inch. This is carpet tape. So it would work the same way.
I got some of that.
Just go down, and
I like those printed on vellum, and my old printer, I used to be able to do it no problem. And these two new ones, boy, it just doesn't want to take it. That's a smart idea.
And you can use your
Becca.
What'd she say? Yes, I
Well,
have the
she's got the
flower
blue
thing.
dress on until she has the power. Oh, girl.
Carpet tape's a little too sticky sometimes, you know?
Sometimes, yeah.
Let me get it.
I think I got some of that in my stash somewhere from my old stamping days. Oh, wait, that's what I'm doing today.
Yeah, and I did a whole vellum sheet before with stays on, just different stamps, and then you use the same concept,
Yep.
and
Yep.
you're making your own washi that
Well,
way.
way back when I first learned how to stamp and stuff, in order to put paper onto cards and stuff instead of gluing it, because sometimes the glue would wrinkle the lightweight paper.
Yeah.
Somebody, I don't know who, I have no idea, but the genius was to use carpet tape underneath it. And so carpet tape was being sold out like nobody's business, so you could use double
Yeah,
tape.
and I've seen people do like snippet rolls with carpet tape too. Like
Yeah.
there's a lot of people who collage on carpet
Yes.
tape. The only issue I have with stuff like that is I have to make sure it overrides the
Yes.
side some because
Yes.
I can't handle the straight edge. You
Well,
know that. It's
yeah,
just
I can't
it's
honestly, I can't either when it comes to those kind of things because I don't think it's
yeah,
intended that way.
right.
But yeah, we used to use it as double stick tape before double stick tape was a thing for the crafting world anyway.
Right.
Nice. I like Amity's stuff. She's got such
I really do, but any of the
yeah,
ones that you've scanned of Patty's, that would work, and
sure.
some of my favorite, like the, I mean, that's just so pretty. This isn't one of hers, but I've had this
Those
digital for a while, and I'm
that
like,
goes
wow,
right
you can cut out so many just by
fun.
taping the back.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fun, fun, fun.
Yes, indeed.
Anyway, I just thought I'd share that this morning
Nice.
with everybody.
Well,
This one
since
I
this was
printed on.
such an impromptu thing, I can I show the girls what I actually kind of sort of
Yeah.
did?
Here. There you go.
Okay. So the other day, my printer like decided it was going to go on default, or I don't know. It went on vacation. So I had this whole entire kit that I printed out, or this whatever, this digi that I printed out, but it has lines all the way through it. I don't know if you can see them, but you know when your printer does this little thing and you get little lines through it. So I decided I was going to practice with this one. So this is what I got put together. I just didn't know what to do with the blank white page, but Mare gave me an idea, a couple ideas actually. So now this one I think is going to be my actual first, other than the junk journal we did the other day. I did the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. And this is going to be, I think, just for me, just for idea book kind of thing, since it's got the
Cool.
lines and stuff. So I think that's what I'm going to do with it. But she's
Awesome.
together.
All right.
She's together. So she can't be a
Becca,
curve.
so the vellum you showed is sticky? No, the vellum isn't sticky. See, it's just regular vellum, right? The carpet tape, this particular carpet tape, I don't know if you can see, it has like a little bit of a grid after you start peeling it back. Can you see that a little bit? Yeah, there you go. And I don't mind that. I think that's cool. It's got, gives it a really cool effect. But I'm just using this because my big roll that I had from scrapbook.com, which their brand of double-sided tape is so nice. It's awesome. And then I just have this size as well. And a little roll, a little tiny roll. Just, double-sided tape is fine. Yeah, I just ran out of the wider one from scrapbook.com. So that's what I had to use. And it's fun.
Nice.
I haven't stamped on this for a while. Hi, Patty.
Hi, Patty. Welcome. We don't know what we're doing yet. Which why one of us doesn't know. The other one does.
No, we're just playing.
Yes. Yes. Yes, indeed. Mare, these stamps, I think you need this set.
I need that set.
I think you need
Why?
this set because if you'll see what it says. I'm not snarky. I'm selectively polite. I like long walks away from people.
Oh my word.
The secret ingredient is resentment. I don't mind the heat. It's the kitchen I can't stand.
I'm running out
Our
of
family
people
is
I
just
can't
one tent
stand.
away from a full-blown circus. I have neither the time or the crayons to explain it to you. I just love that set. I think that's funny as all get out.
Yeah. Becca, so this is printed vellum, right? Like I showed, I just tape it to a piece of regular paper, the vellum. And I put a little bit of Scotch tape at the front, at the top, and I fold it over. You want to make sure there's no exposed tape. And I fed it into, hello, Sue. I think it's Sue. I fed it into my printer, so it came out like this, right? So I'm going to take it off of this, put my paper aside, and then this isn't sticky at all. It's just regular vellum. And then I would normally use double-sided wide tape if I wanted a wider piece of washi, or double-sided tape that's like this. So let's just say we're going to use this because this is probably around this size. What is that? Inch and a half or inch? Let me see. This is 1 inch double-sided tape. So it's sticky on that side. This is the one you're going to peel, right? So I just take it. Let's just say I want this row, or even if you just wanted a piece, I want this row. And I have a lot of digitals that I've purchased that are seamless, which is really nice for this. Like the designs are seamless.
Nice.
Okay, so this is what it looks like until I cut it or rip it. So I cut it out. And you could actually put it together as a roll. And I've done like this. Like there's an extra piece right here. If you add another piece of this, another strip, you could actually roll your own washi. So that's like this. And when I go to use it, all I'm doing is I'm peeling off this white. So now it's clear for you to put it on a book page or on, a journal page or anywhere you want washi. And I just would suggest a nice, good quality of this. And even when you go to put this down, a little tip, when you go to put this down and you're not quite sure if it's going to go on straight or whatever, swipe it with a glue stick before you put it down, not for, adding adhesive, but it gives you that few seconds to get it right, so it's not crooked on your page. Because once you put this down, it ain't moving. Regular washi tape is a little bit more forgiving, and sometimes a little too forgiving because, a day later or whatever, it's already, up high or curled or, it's coming apart. There's better quality washi tape out there, but this is just fun. And you can I've got so many digitals I've purchased off of Etsy and such, and it's just,
it goes with
so
whatever
fun
you're
to use it in a different way.
Yes. I like that because then it goes with whatever you're doing if you want it that way. Right. Or you have something that goes totally, but you have something in your array of things.
Anybody else hearing any kind of echo? I just wanted to see. Yeah, I just double checked everything. I have everything on silent, even my phone. So I don't know. It's just once in a while that it's catching it. So I don't know.
That's weird.
Yeah, it didn't happen last night with Patty.
Huh. Oh, crumb. This is not Thursday.
No, today's Friday.
Well, there's that.
Why? Why did you say that?
Because I thought this was Thursday. I'm so off again. Well, okay, hope you had fun.
Oh,
Well, there's
oh my
that.
goodness. Oh my goodness.
I think I
That's
need
so
a
funny.
reminder on my phone what day it is. Good gravy. Oh my gosh.
That's pretty funny. So you missed Patty's live
I most
on
certainly did.
accident.
Okay.
Girl, get it
I was
together.
I was all prepared for that tonight too. Oh my stars. There's that.
Becca said, OMG, Shelly, you are worse than me.
I'm telling you.
Yeah, you missed books. Hi, Jamie.
No. Ah,
Patty has a ton of books, so
yes, she
no
does.
fear of missing out. I'm sure she'll be bringing books again.
Well, maybe I need to contact her because I need some littles for a vignette I want to do. I might have to make them if I can't find them. Oh,
She did
crumb.
have some littles. I don't know how many, if there's anything left over, but you might want to contact her and ask.
I can do that. Her and I, yeah, I can do that. Diggity dog. How is it? If that's the case, that means I should have 8 days in my week. Wouldn't that be nice?
Oh,
Oh, for
that
crying
would be
out loud.
nice.
I tell you, you just can't make this stuff up. I just don't understand.
That's what I'll do. I'll make a little washi roll. You think it'll work? I don't know. I don't see why not. I've got a ton of spools, of course, out, not near me, but I could see winding it around a spool.
Do you want out? Gotta go potty. Let's go.
I hope you're speaking with your dog.
I am.
Okay.
He hears the birds and he thinks he needs to go out. And then when I ask if he has to,
Aw,
but he takes running for cover, so I know he doesn't have to.
what kind of dog?
He's a Cavalier, King Charles.
Oh, I don't know what that is, but
You'll have to look it up. It's the
yes.
second one I've had.
Oh, wait, the one you have a picture of in your
Yes.
profile. Okay.
Yes. That
Very
one.
cool.
Yep. We used to
May
call
I
him
borrow
Cavalier.
one of them, Shelly, please? You could share.
What's that?
What does she want to borrow? A dog?
Want to borrow my pup? He's kind of a pain once in a while. He takes up a lot of the bed for no bigger than he is.
One of her 8 days. Oh, I get it now.
Gosh, ain't that the truth?
She does
Man,
have extra,
if only I knew how to
Look, that
work
worked.
with that.
That worked. I just put a piece of freezer tape on it. Freezer tape is another thing, you guys, that's super, super nice and fun to work with.
Yep.
I love working with this.
I saw something the other day.
You can stamp on it too.
They were talking about
Washi roll.
Medical tissue, like the kind you put on the pads when you go to your medical exams. I never knew that was it's like, okay, that's kind of strange, and they were stamping on it.
Oh, you mean when you sit down on the
Yes.
chair or
It's
on
got
the table?
Yeah, so it's got that shiny that sticks to everything. Yeah.
Mm.
And I'm like, okay, well, that's a
I
different
don't
type of
know.
paper. I don't know if I'd put that in my journals, but okay.
Yeah.
Just okay. I'll let you do you. I mean, it'd be a different texture.
I use a lot of this, and you get a big box, but these are deli sheet, and I constantly, when I'm like doing a gesso page and I get bored, I just put it in between the pages, You know, I don't want to wait for it to
Oh, sure.
dry completely, you know, but I put my book, my page by the fan with the gesso on it or with any kind of medium on it, matte medium, and I let it dry, you know, for a period of time. But if I get really restless, I
Like 30 seconds.
I start putting those deli sheets in between. And it's
You know,
kind of
I've
got
got
a slick surface.
I've got the 12 by 12 that are kind of this kind of deli sheet color, the
Oh,
tannish.
right.
Yeah, that's a smart idea. I need to sit by you more often. I do.
Nothing
I've learned
other people haven't heard. Yeah, I'll
so much.
grab that link, Becca. It's let's see. Let me see. Let me go on here. Oh, here it is.
Ugh.
All right, here's the really it is on sale. It is
Ooh,
on
we
sale
like
right
sales.
now.
We like
Yeah, let
sales.
me grab this. Most of them have a share button, but I'll grab this. Copy. Did it work? I think it worked. Yeah. Yep. And then because this one's the 2-inch, and then you get a 3/4 with it as well. And it's $16.49. It's normally like $37. I like that, but you know, everybody does themselves. Let me get they have a big 6 inches, you guys. Clear
Ooh.
double-sided tape. So if I took this and I used the wider on it, all you have to do is, you know, cut it to whatever size width you want. But they have a lot of different combos. Here's just the 2-inch. I'll put that one in too. Yeah, they give you, I think on your first order, if you haven't ordered from them before, they've got a lot of like 49 and market paper and ephemera and stuff like that. And just all kinds of stuff. I like them. I like joggles too. But
Yeah.
their scrapbook.com's own double-sided tape it's just really, really good stuff.
Scrapbook.com has sales all the time too, and if you sign up on their emails, you'll get them.
Yeah, you'll get 15% off. Yep. Yep.
Good, good, good. We like sales. We like percent off. It's always good.
Yes, for sure. And sometimes, you know, to me, it's just I think of it, well, it just covers the shipping. You know what I mean?
Yes, yes, especially nowadays. Good grief.
Yeah, I need to order some of the wider stuff. Oh, where's my mini one? That's what I wanted to do. I printed minis on some of this vellum.
Nice.
So I could put it. This one, yeah, the first one I showed. Here's the scotch tape. It comes right off. And then when you shrink it down like this, it gives you that smaller print look. I feel an order coming on. 4-inch tape on napkins on cards. Oh, that's cool. J-Mac. So what I like to do is just
That would be,
put
man,
the
you better.
tape in all at once.
I think that'd be scary for me because once that booger goes down, it's going to be down whether you want it there or not.
Oh, this you mean?
Well, what she's saying, the 4-inch tape on napkins. Wee.
Yeah.
No, hang on.
You know, I like rice
What?
paper. How do you know
Yes,
using it better than I just like it better for
it's a little
decoupage
bit.
than napkins.
Yeah,
Not
it's
as
a little easier to
finicky.
work with.
Yeah, for sure. For me. Now, not everybody feels that
Yeah,
way.
for me too. And I like napkins. Don't get me wrong, but why sometimes there's days that it's like, nope, time for coffee. It just
You
doesn't
know,
cooperate.
let's just have a sip right now. Keeps
Cheers.
me moving. Cheers. What's your go-to brand, Shelley?
Um, for the last, I don't know how many years, it used to be Folgers, and then it started bothering my stomach, so I had to go to Maxwell House, and I've not had any problems since. And I also went to a gold.
Really?
Yes, I went to a gold filter when I do it. Yep, it takes away the acid in it.
Oh, okay.
Yep,
A gold filter.
it's called yeah, like for where you put your grounds in. They make them for all different kinds of pots now. Before it was like only one size deal.
How does it lower the acidity?
I'm not sure. Something with the gold mesh that it's made of. It
Where'd you get
reduces
it?
it. Yeah, it's crazy.
Did you get it on Amazon type place
Yeah,
or?
yeah, they're cheap anymore and stuff. When they first came out, they were like $20 for the filter, but you don't have to use paper filters except in your yard. And
You're
so
gonna
that's
have to send me a link for that.
what do you need the V basket or do you need the round basket?
I'm gonna say round.
Okay. Well, you can double check, but even so, you can even, once you get the link,
I
you can
could
find
Google
it.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And Amazon's got them for like, I don't know, $5-6 now. They're pretty reasonable.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah. But I swear by it. I've told a lot of people about it and stuff because my stomach used to get bothered. 3 cups and I'd be like bent over because it would just be tearing at my stomach.
Well,
And
because coffee's highly acidic.
it is. And for whatever reason, it takes that all away from it. So I'm
Oh,
all for
that's
it. What do you think?
oh, okay, Mac. That's interesting. Folgers gives me an immediate headache, she says.
Huh,
It's
maybe that's what the deal was. I
it's
don't know, but I did
chemicals
folders for
used to
years.
process. Huh.
Interesting. And yeah, the Maxwell House medium is what I've been getting that for, gosh, I don't know, 20 some years now, I suppose.
Oh, you mean the medium
Brand.
roast?
Yeah. Yeah, medium breakfast blend, whatever. Yeah. And I've gone through a few different brands, but it's the only one that doesn't mess with me, strangely enough.
Oh, so these are just paper filters?
No,
Oh,
it's
here it is. No. Huh.
hold on. I have one extra one in the cupboard. Hold on.
Because I do have the round basket and I put in a filter, but hmm. I don't see it.
KRUPS is the original brand of them.
Say that again?
KR, K as in King, R as in
Okay.
Whoopi, UPS. And
Krups.
yeah, and they get ugly looking and stuff. This is the actual Krups brand. You can see the difference in the mesh.
Here, I'm
This
gonna put on you.
is the thicker mesh than this is by far.
Oh, okay.
And that's why you can use these. These are the cheap ones, but this is the brand that I would recommend.
Yeah. I mean, it doesn't say that it breaks down. I mean, I have
Most,
a round basket that's very similar to that, but it doesn't say in there
yeah.
online that it, you
This
know,
one I've had for I bet you close to 25 years. And it's just now got a little tiny
it's
gash right there.
interesting.
Yeah. So I bought a new one. These were the new ones. I was like, what? You can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, it does not say that it cuts down on
It
acidity.
it probably won't. I think it's something I had in one of my health books.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now. Yeah, I'll have to look out for that.
But I know they make them for both styles now, but Krups is the brand that I would swear by because it's so much heavier. You might pay a little bit more for it,
Oh yeah.
but it lasts so well. Like I said, that's probably 20 some years old probably. And it will change the flavor, or not the flavor, but the taste of the
Acidity.
coffee. It's like smoother, if that makes sense.
Yeah. Let's see if this works. Look at this little book. Isn't that cute?
That's about
With
the
the little
size I need. That's why I thought I might have to make my own.
I
I want to stand it
used
up
the
in a.
yeah, I used the cover in my last journal as with a booklet. So,
Oh,
because the cover was just coming apart anyway.
right.
Otherwise, this is what I like. I've got a few that I collect, the little ones like this.
Nice. That'd be my problem. I'd collect them and I wouldn't use them like I'm supposed to.
I'm using them. I'm like, that's what I'm doing now because I'm like, what am I just let them sit up there? You know?
Well, yeah. I mean, but they're so cute. Do you remember
Well, they
the?
are. It's perfect text size for stuff like
Right,
this. You know
right.
what I mean? For the smaller
Remember
one.
the? I think they were called the little leather libraries. They were
Oh
about
yeah.
that big and only about. Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking for. But boy, those prices have gone through the roof
They
on.
have. I bought a set of
Hey,
Shakespeare ones of those.
yes.
Knickerbocker actually, I
Okay.
believe, was the maker of those. But um, if I'm saying that correctly, and they were for the whole set. I think I paid $100, and that was like
Oh,
10,
that's
12
great.
years ago.
Yeah,
So
that's yeah. I bet you wouldn't find it for. Well, you might be lucky and find it.
you might be able to, but those are really tiny, but they're
Yes,
cute. It's
but
just a
they
cute
are, and if
thing.
you're using them in a vignette, it's perfect.
Right.
You know, and that's the thing. If you pay upwards of them and stuff, then you're not really going to want to put them in a vignette for sale. You might do it for yourself, but
Yeah.
yeah, artsy pants. See, that didn't come out very good. Artsy pants. That's what I need.
Oh, that's great, Becca. And her mother's going to be 90.
That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yes.
I'm trying to get it to where
It's
I can
amazing if they can go that long. I read a deal the other day. Where's she at? Darn, I can't. Her brain cells aren't engaged yet, but she was 111, still kicking. I think she's the oldest
Wow.
oldest person in Nebraska is what it is. And she does not
Wow.
look it. She does not look it.
We had, they'll ask like in church, does anybody have a birthday? And I go to a small church, which I kind of like.
Nice.
But
Yes.
and then they'll sing happy birthday and pass around like
Oh,
a basket of candy and they can pick what they want or
nice.
whatever. Just
That's
cute
awesome.
little thing. And the guy that there's this just they're so faithful, but this couple, I think they're a couple, but I think they're just like
They
friends. But they
come
they're
together.
always on this, because I sit in the same pew. I don't know why, it's just a habit. But they sit on our pew. And
Sure.
he raised his hand and it's his birthday. And I guess you can ask men apparently with their age.
You're not
And
supposed to with women. It's not polite,
I
supposedly. But
know. I swear he shocked me and my husband. John was like, "What?" he said 89 years old. I mean, this guy looks like he's 70 tops.
Right?
And I just could not. I don't know if it's because I'm older now.
You know what's
People
really,
are,
really strange? On that same line of reasoning, when you go somewhere and you see kids that are supposed to be, excuse me, young adults that
yeah,
you know should be carded, whether it's a movie or whatever, you know what I mean? Do you ever look at them
yeah.
and say, how come you aren't carding them? What the
It's
heck? They look like
amazing.
they're
Everybody's looking
14.
younger. I know.
Like, that's crazy. And then, of course, I used to think it was funny because, you know, when I used to go play pool and stuff, there's when they have bands or whatever and stuff, nights, and you come in late or whatever, they have to card you. And one night they carded me, and I always leave my billfold in the truck. I just do because it's just, you know, with my ID and stuff because I've never needed it
Right.
for 20 years.
Oh my
And I
word.
looked at him and I go, "You want to what?" And he goes, "I want to card you." I said, "Okay, here's the deal. You card me and I prove that I'm of age." I said, "I'm not sure what you're thinking, but you buy me the first." At that time, I was drinking grapefruit juice and stuff, and I said, "So you're gonna buy me my first drink?" And he kind of looked at me, goes, "It's gonna be costing me $10." I said, "It should for carding me, but no." So he says, "Okay." And I said, "Well, just a question." I said, "How old do you think I am?" And he goes, "Well, I have to card everybody." I said, "That's not what I asked." I said, "How old do you think I am?" And I said, "You're not going to offend me unless you go high." And he kind of laughed and stuff because this kid was maybe 22.
Oh boy.
Yeah, that'd be stretching it. That's why I was laughing. I thought I must look like I'm 85 to him or something. Why are you carding me?
Yeah.
And
I
he
was
goes,
in, go
he goes,
ahead.
"Can I be very, very honest?" And I said, "Well, I'd hope so." And he goes, "Honestly, I know you're old enough to be in here, but I have to do it to everybody." And I said, "Fair enough." He goes, "But you don't look like you're even 30." I said, "I don't know if you're trying to be nice or if I should just kiss you now,
Oh
but
my
you owe me the
word.
grapefruit juice." He goes, "Well, how old are you?" And I said, "Well," and this is a few years back and stuff, of course, because now I'm older, but I said, "I'm 47." And he said, "There's no way." He made me
Oh
go get
my
my
word.
ID just to prove that. It's like,
Goodness.
"Okay, so I'll take my grapefruit juice in a tall glass, please." He was laughing the
Goodness.
whole night. Every time he saw me, he was laughing. I go, "It's our secret. You can't tell nobody if you think I'm that." Oh, that was too
I
funny.
was in line for a music little, they have little venues. This was many years ago with my daughter and a couple of my nieces, and they were going through and they were checking everybody's, I guess because they served
Yes.
alcohol or
Yes,
something.
it's
I
a
don't
yeah, it's a
know.
safety factor for the owner, basically, yeah.
Yeah, I
And
mean,
I get it.
none of us were drinking. We're not,
Yeah.
we weren't drinkers, but just to get in there, and
Yep.
he
Yep.
comes up to me because, there was only a few of the moms and dads there, you know what I mean?
I just get
And,
such a chuckle.
he comes up to me, he goes, "Oh, I can," or something like, "Should I card you?" And I'm like, wow, I'm offended, Again,
No,
I
make 'em
know
pay
we're the
for it.
old people. We're
Make
the
'em
old
pay
people
for it.
standing there.
That's my theory. Oh, too funny. And back in my wilder days, we won't discuss what I did back then because it was not
Yeah,
nice,
let's not go.
but anyway, I worked at a liquor store on I worked 3 jobs at the time. It was early 20s, you know, and I I had kind of a late night, and I got up and checked the cattle and did everything I was supposed to do around the farm and went rolling in about 5 minutes before I needed to open up the liquor store, and it was a Sunday morning of all things. I'm like, "I don't even want to be here." And this guy comes in, and he comes up to the counter with, "Here," and he throws it on the counter, and I said, "I need to card you." And he looked at me, and I looked at him. We had this at least 5-minute exchange like, "Are you really doing this to me today?" And I go, "Look, it's just something I have to do." And he goes, "You do realize I'm older than you?" I go, "I don't know that." And then I kind of come to my senses and I was like, "Oh crap." And he says,
Well,
on top of that, he says, "I'm going to tell your boss." And I said, "Okay." because
Well,
that's
yeah,
a good
I'm
thing.
gonna say they make you do it though.
Yes, well, they
I think
didn't at
it's
that time. They
important.
didn't make us do that, but it was just
Oh,
me being
okay.
hungover. But I said, "Okay." I carded him, and he brought out his license, and I was like, "Oh, okay." He goes, "You do realize I'm telling my brother." Yep.
So that looks
His
good,
brother owns
huh?
a
The
liquor
mini?
store. That's cute. That's so
Yeah.
cute. I love that.
Got
Why
a
didn't you
little
start me off
design.
something that small? I might have been able to handle that.
Oh, you can
So anyway, he
handle
was
the bigger stuff too.
yeah, I know. He was the owner's brother. I guess they got quite a charge out of that for the rest of the day, I heard. Look, I'm not in my finest element, okay? He said, "Well, at least you remember to card people." I said, "See, it's not all bad." Oh,
I
Lordy.
know the
Thank
little stuff is just cuter, right, Becca?
it is.
It's just the way
I
it
think that's why
goes. I
my
have like
daughter
a
really
whole
likes it.
little
She
bin
really
of
likes
like
this.
make little books out of type container. See, I
Yes.
try, Patty. It's clear.
Oh, look at you. That is very, very
Yeah,
good.
well, I look around. I'm not that organized.
We're not gonna go there either. I'm not gonna show you a darn thing right now. Ooh, I tried to clean up this table before we came on. It's it's a little chaotic on the swords. Yes, it is. I have to clean
Thank
it
you,
up today.
Becca.
I have to clean it up today though for tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Tomorrow is Saturday, correct?
Oh my word, girl, get a
Oh my
calendar.
I think I just need to oh my gosh. I need to make that a habit of looking at that every day. Good. But then, do you really know what day it is? No, look at your phone. Okay. Crackers and cheese. I might be there on time.
Oh goodness.
Oh, Lord. It's not like I'm not up in the mornings. It's not that, because I get up fairly early too. Not 5 by choice, but I'm usually up by 6 at the latest. Some days it's 4, not by choice, but some days. Holy moly. I might be a whole day off for the rest of this week.
You better show up tomorrow, Shelly, J Max said.
Yes, ma'am. That's crazy. I can't
Yeah,
believe I missed that.
it's gonna be a lot of
It's
fun.
I think so too. I keep saying it, but seriously, there is so much talent. I'm so tickled to be a part of that.
Me too.
It's much fun. So many creative ideas and so much help and so much encouragement. Just yeah,
Very inspiring.
it is. I agree. Whoops, that don't go there.
We got Martha as a mom's name and Norma Jean. That's cute. I like it. Both of them. My mother's name was Rose.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah.
I like that. My mama's name was Mardell. My grandmother's name was Wilma or Myrtle.
What?
Mm-hmm.
Say that again. The
My
first
grandmother, my mom's mom was Wilma.
Wilma.
My dad's mom was Myrtle. My mom was
Ah,
Mardell.
interesting.
Mhm.
Those sound like, do they from the South?
Actually, German. Very, very German. Dutch.
Ah, okay.
Heinz 57, as my grandfather said. I think that fits us better after I did the DNA thing. I said he
I
was right.
think it's yeah, I think that's with a
It
lot of
is more
us.
more than people realize,
I think so too.
which is
Yeah.
kind of humorous.
Yeah, I like that.
My grandfather was Fritz on my dad's side, and my grandfather was Irvin on the other. So
We've got a lot of Marys and A lot of it's
Oh man,
you're
speaking of
Italian,
yeah, well,
so
speaking of Marys, how about this? When I do a lot of genealogy because I'm the family historian, right?
oh, okay.
As I'm going through some of the old, I think we're back like, oh, I think it started within the third generation back. Mary married a Peter, 8 different
Nice.
generations of it. If you don't think that's difficult to follow, I'm like, who does this? Mary and Peter for 8 generations. So you have to keep their birth date straight. Their middle name was sometimes the same too. That's like, what? Come on, people, get a little more creative. Come up with something, twist the name around, or I don't know.
Yeah, I think it's hard. It was hard when I was married before
Two L's, Becca.
John.
Yep, two
My
L's with that.
my ex had the same name as his father, except for the middle name was different. That
Right.
caused so many issues. I can't even
Can
tell
you
you.
can you
They
imagine nowadays
they
if I
would
was sit-
oh,
oh,
they would mix it up
man,
all the
yes,
time.
yes.
It
And
was
then somebody
horrible.
gets in trouble and then they think it's your husband and it's not.
Right.
Well,
Or
you
bad
know,
credit or whatever.
yes, yes. And in
But
this day and
no.
age, it's when you're trying to follow that back without the digital footprint kind of thing, and you're looking at these papers going, what?
Right.
I got a headache. I got to tell you. I was like, I had piles sitting on my floor because I'm like, okay, we're just going to do it by the year. I can't. I can't.
Yeah.
Oh my
That's
gosh.
a lot of work to do
It
all
is.
that.
It is. But again, so worth it. I
Yeah,
learned.
if you got the interest in that, Did you ever watch Finding Your Roots?
I do it all the time. Yeah.
Yeah, I've watched
And
that.
lost, um,
I think it's very
long lost.
interesting.
Yes, long lost something else. I can't remember what it is. Long lost
Oh,
family, I think it is. That's
I
another
think
one where they try to find the rest of the person's family because they've been
yeah.
separated or whatever. Yeah, that's really interesting too to me.
Yeah.
Actually, my
I've
older sister, half sister, is still trying to find her father, her real father.
oh, okay.
And I came across some stuff the other day, so I said, "Here you go." She started crying because we've
Aw.
looked and looked and looked and looked and looked. I mean, I've been looking for 10 years. And since mom's no longer alive, it's really hard to get information anymore. So I took the information that she had given me and had it all written down. And so then I put it into Ancestry, and finally things are starting to generate from it from 10
Now, is
years ago.
that only when other people put in theirs that
Not
you would be able to
necessarily.
find it?
No,
Oh,
not
okay.
necessarily. The problem is Ancestry.com has got access to billions of records, but putting them online is what takes time. And so for a while, I was part of the um, world records team. And so you look at different records and you enter in, it may not be your family, but it could be anybody's, and it could be church records, or it could be city records, or whatever they hand you and stuff. They want you to go through and confirm the
So
name.
public
And
record stuff.
yeah, yes. And
Okay.
each year more public records are being released. So I think that's probably what's going on, because we just had the 1950 census released, and that's where all this stuff is coming from, the 40s and 50s. So
Oh.
so now she's got the town she lives in. They offer a family history center there, and if you go in, they'll let you use it for free
Oh,
because it's
nice.
pretty pricey. Yeah, and that's what I used to gift myself to my birthday for my birthday every year, as a subscription to that, but it got too expensive. So she has access to that. I said, so take all what I'm showing you, because I screenshot everything and said, here you go. Because we had his name, we had his birth date, we had his dad's name. We couldn't figure out what happened to his mom or his wife, and his mom. And then some crazy things have been coming up with him and his sister that I knew about. There's a half sister involved we didn't know about, but him and his real sister in 1945 were actually in Colorado. They were only 11 and 8 years old. What are they doing down there? And dad's in Wyoming. What? So that's still a mystery. I don't know what's going on there. And I just turned it over to her because, she's the one that needs to, in my opinion, all the information that I found out and how excited I get with it, that's her own father. So I think she needs to be the first one to find those things out.
Yeah, Becca said she does it too.
Yeah, my dad's
I
side
do
is even
family
harder to
history.
follow. Oh my gosh, it's just been I'm stumped. I came to a dead standstill and stuff, a brick wall as they call it. And I'm telling you,
Yeah,
I
that's
think
what
it's
kind of
because
like with my family, because they're from a different, they're definitely from Italy. So it's,
well, a lot of those records were ruined, and that's part of the problem,
yeah.
So I think I had a lady get a hold of me, oh gosh, probably 10 years ago now, so I'm sure she's no longer alive. I could be very wrong because she was in her 80s then. But she told me, I was trying to find, our family came from Daber, Daber, in Germany. Well, come to find out, that town has been changed, moved, relocated 4 or 5 times. But she sent me some information on a church that was from the original Daber, which I think is the right year and stuff. When I sent her all the information and stuff, she was extremely helpful because she still lives there. I was like, oh,
Nice.
jackpot. It's crazy how things turn up too, isn't it, Becca? Hi,
I
Jen.
just think you've got to really have an interest in it. Hi,
You do.
Jen.
Yeah, because it can lead you down. You want to talk about rabbit holes. Holy moly. I've
Yeah,
said trying to
I
follow.
don't have that big of an interest.
Yeah, I've followed lines, and the next thing I know, I'm 5 generations away over here on this other family because it it got more interesting than where I was going. It's crazy. You can lose days, days. I've got a whole room full of information upstairs. I do.
Serious, John? That's really cool. She's related to Shakespeare's wife and Anne Boleyn.
It's
Wow.
amazing how
It
far.
didn't turn out too well for her, did it? Unfortunately, but yeah, that's awesome.
A missing
I know
child through.
some on that show, on
Yes,
the
Becca.
Finding Your Roots, there's somebody
Yes.
that was related to Sesacawea, what was it, Pocahontas?
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that was so cool. I
How about
remember
this
seeing
for
that one.
one of the reasons? Well, part of our farm has been sold off prior to my obtaining it, and part of the reason that I really want to retain it, that I don't have access to it now. It's been turned into farmland, but only 2 generations back is where a little baby was stillborn, and that's where they buried it. And the grandfather almost went to jail for it. My great uncle, he almost went to jail for that. And I would love to find
Why
the
would you go to
baby
jail for that? For
because
having
it
a
was a
stillborn?
stillborn and he buried it without anybody's knowledge.
Oh,
It was
oh,
his
I get
daughter.
it now.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
But
And so
I thought way back when they could use their land for their own little cemeteries. Didn't
they
family always
could,
get
but this
buried by their
this
home?
was this was not in a cemetery. This was off on a hill somewhere. Like he was trying to hide it because it was his daughter, I think. And I don't know all
Sacagawea?
the details around it and stuff, but I think she deserves to be remembered. She had,
Yeah.
if it was a she, I'm assuming it was a girl. I don't know why. There's something I've read, I think. But anyway, the baby had no name and no marker, no nothing. And so there's bones out in the field somewhere, which is just sad to me.
Well, I
I
just
don't
shorten it, Jen, to Pocahontas, but yeah, I probably couldn't. I pronounce things differently, but you know what you can do for that is Google.
there you go.
Google pronunciation.
Yes.
I do use that a lot.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah, but you've got to spell it right too.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Did you guys ever have phonics in school? Actual phonics class?
No,
I
that
think they
wasn't
should
in
make that a
mine.
requirement because man, that taught me so much. I was in first grade when we had phonics. I still remember the basics of it, which is kind of crazy, but it makes a lot of sense for especially the English language. It is crazy weird.
Yeah.
They say it's the hardest language in the world.
Oh, it is
Right.
interesting, Jen.
The Native American.
That's very
It
cool.
is. That's very true. Like here in Nebraska, we have a lot of locations, rivers, etc., focal points, whatever, that are very, very um, Native American related.
Well, same with Michigan.
Right. And I think there's actually a
Yeah.
lot in the Midwest, to be honest.
Yeah. Yeah.
And so sometimes when you hear people,
Yeah.
when you hear announcers, I'm like,
Yeah.
what?
Yeah. When I
Wait,
hear people doing that with different cities
it makes
and
me nuts.
little island things
Yes,
around
it makes me
here that,
crazy.
yeah, they pronounce it.
It
But
is,
that's okay. I grew up here, so I would know, but
well, true
they
enough. But if
don't
you
know.
lived here for longer than 1 year, you should know how to pronounce these things. If you're an announcer, if you're
Yeah.
with the media, that's all I think. But I'm like, it took me a little bit because one of the big ones, it's one of the biggest lakes right near us, near me, I should say, and they mispronounce it so many times. Even the like when you get weather alerts and stuff, McCockagany. I'm like, what? Oh, you mean McConaughey? And after Matthew McConaughey, I'm thinking it's not that difficult. It's really not.
Well, we have a lot of our things end in a C, but it's pronounced with a W. It's very strange, but
Oh,
it's
what
just
what
different,
Native
but
Americans
it's
are up there then?
all Native American type stuff.
Right. What Native American group was up there?
I'm not
What tribe?
sure.
Huh.
I'm not sure.
It almost because the Navajo are usually south.
Yeah,
Mackinac. Yes.
Mackinac, right.
Yes.
That's the
Exactly.
perfect example,
It
Becca,
is.
right?
It is. They- you know, I just wondered if it was again.
I
That's
hear him
the
say Mackinac,
yes,
Mackinac.
all the time, and I'm like, what? What do you mean? Oh Lord, it's kind of scary sometimes. It's like,
Yeah.
don't you think you could, in this day and age? Here we go again with all the technology in the world. Look it up. Look it up. I promise you, there's a enunciation for it. Uh, too funny.
You pronounce the river Willamita. Oh, that's funny, John. I almost died laughing.
OMG, that's too funny.
Willamette, yeah.
And if you look at
Nearly
some,
exactly as it's spelled. Yeah,
yep,
right?
Kearney. They always pronounce it Kearney. No, it's Carney. It's spelled Kearney, but it's pronounced Carney, like the Carney that comes to town, but different. Kearney, Kearney. I'm like, oh Lord. And Wyoming is even worse. You want to talk about some strange names up there. If you aren't local, they'll know it in a heartbeat.
Yeah.
It's
Well, they
just
said that, Becca, and you, because she's from Michigan too. Say up north that the way people pronounce Gaylord, they can
oh,
tell right away if they're just visiting their cottage or if they
yep,
actually live there,
yep,
because that, a lot of people say Gaylord. Well, it's
yep.
not. It's spelt
It's
Gaylord, but it's Gaylord, and
yep.
it's just a
The
pronunciation type
dialect or
thing.
that's too
Yeah.
funny. Oh my goodness.
They call us trolls anyway down here in the upper peninsula because we live under the bridge. We lived over the bridge, you
Serious?
know.
Oh
Yeah,
my gosh.
they
I
called
don't think
everybody trolls that live down there in
well,
the
I
UP
have a
anyway.
different idea of what a troll is. There's- oh my goodness. That's too funny. It just makes you laugh, doesn't it? I mean, what
I
else do you
know.
do with that?
They can't get upset about it, that's for sure.
No,
I
you
wouldn't
just
live in the
you
UP.
just
Yeah, it's a little remote, but I love Munising, I have to say. It's one of my favorite places, picture rocks, for sure.
It's just funny.
Any place that's touristy here, though, we avoid it during the height of the tourism season. We always try to go
Yep.
after.
I think I would probably do the same.
Yeah,
Of course, I'm
I'm
not
not
really
for
fond of
the
a big
bigger
crowd anymore
crowds.
either.
Yep, not for me.
There's been too
Because
much
you try
crazy
to go
going.
see something and you got to spend so much time just standing in line and,
Oh, yeah.
all that stuff.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool, Becca. Even that's gotten super touristy, Mackinac Island. Yeah,
I think
that
that's
is,
why I would go in the off season for some of those things. If you really
yeah.
wanted to have the time and the, space to
Well,
do
you
the
got to, yeah, and you really got to figure it out though, because, then they don't start running, there's times when they don't do the ferry
ah,
rides and
well,
stuff
that
like
makes
that
yeah, that
because of
makes
this.
sense too.
So we always cut it at the very end of that. So there's not very many people, there's no lines.
Yes. Yes. I think that's smarter in my opinion. You don't have to wait and you don't have the crowds and
Right.
yes. Of course, I've always been a fan of off the beaten path anyway. If everybody's going this way, I'm definitely going to go that way.
Me too. Me
Just
too.
I just like it better. Road less traveled, right?
Yeah, for sure.
And like when I went on vacation, I'd go on vacation by myself all the time when I was in my 20s and 30s and stuff before I had my daughter. And I would like, okay, here's your main path. Well, let's go over here because sometimes that's some of the best food in the world is the little mom and pop places.
Well, we always have a rule when we
When we
go
go
away
away.
anywhere. We ask the locals where
Ah,
to
that's
eat
a good idea.
because they know. They
Oh
know
yeah.
it's not
Oh yeah.
the, one that everybody tourist
Touristy,
goes
yes.
to.
Yes.
Yeah,
Mm, very
we
true.
found a really good restaurants that way, like really homemade food, and
Yep.
I just like it better.
Yes. I agree. That's why I say if you're out on your own, I never thought about that when I was younger and stuff because I kind of kept to myself then too. But I would um I would just take a look at where all the cars were in the morning for breakfast. You know,
You'd what?
look where all the cars are at for breakfast.
There you
There
go.
you go. Unless it was the
So
only one in town.
what
I've
are you
never seen
stamping
it.
on?
This is brown
Yeah,
paper sack.
I've
I
got a
haven't put my
smaller vintage stamp. Wow, I can't. I'm hearing my echo so badly right now. I just don't know why.
Huh. Do you have your headset in?
No, I've got my AirPods, like always.
Yeah, that's weird. I don't hear it. Um,
Yeah, I don't know.
I haven't put my groceries in brown paper bags every chance I can, and then I come home and cut them up.
Yeah, a lot of stores don't have those anymore.
Really?
Yeah.
There's places that are banning the plastic sacks, and they keep trying to do the cloth bags, but nobody returns them. They always forget. So they went to these, and these have always been available to us and stuff. So
Yeah,
yeah.
it's just the plastic ones.
So any kind of packaging, I kind of keep because I've got different kinds. Like this is in Amazon packaging usually.
You heard it for a minute, John? Yeah. It's
Huh.
it's fine for a little bit and then it happens again.
Well, that's weird.
So I don't know why. It didn't happen all night last night when on Patty's channel, so I don't know. I think it's Shelly. I think it's her fault.
Well, okay. Yep. I
Well,
brought you
okay,
up, girl.
no.
Okay.
Don't say well, okay. Just say no. No, it wasn't me.
Okay. Well, it could be, and I just don't know it because I don't hear it. Just telling you, it could be.
Well, now I got some text in there, some gesso, probably a leg between your Bluetooth device and the laptop. Oh, that could be it.
Oh, smart girl.
Yeah, I was looking around for my plug-in. That might help too.
I think that's what.
I don't really care to use these, but you're not able to move around.
Oh, you're tied to it?
Well, if I plug these in,
Right. So
and
you're
I have to plug them
disconnect.
into my
Okay.
laptop.
Okay.
So you're
Remember,
limited in where you can go.
you're talking to the techie girl that doesn't know techie, so you gotta explain things. You gotta explain these things. I am not that girl. I try to be, but it doesn't always work. I really don't know what I want.
There. No more
Well, now
glue.
we'll see if it does it.
Yeah, now it's not. It doesn't seem like it.
Huh. Maybe that was it.
Well, I'll have to put an image on this, I think. I really like how that washi tape turned out. I've been hesitating to use this. I only had one piece of it.
Isn't that on canvas? Or is it
This
just that?
is, yeah, it's
A lightweight?
it's
Yeah,
not. No, see, I see hear the echo still. Darn it.
That's just weird.
And you don't have YouTube open on your
No, I
laptop.
don't. No, I'm right through StreamYard. The only other thing I've got open is my email when I came in, but I can take that off too. That shouldn't affect it, should it?
Yes, I made domino charms. Yep. Are you going to tell me they fell apart? I hope not.
The way you make things, I don't think so. Unless you was
I try, you just
well,
it's
that's
human
true.
error if it
That's
didn't
true.
stick. Yeah, I did some in resin and I did some covered in triple thick and glossy accents.
Ooh, a little bit of everything.
So, a little bit of everything.
Which one do you like better for them?
Um,
For that particular thing?
I'm going to say glossy accents. Oh, good. I'm so glad, Jen. Thank you. Hi, Sandy.
Hi, Sandy. Have you ever used Judikins?
Yes,
what the heck is it called?
that's what I was also. Yeah,
I
definitely have a big one of that, and I do love
yes. She used to make some of the greatest products. I don't know why
it.
they discontinued those.
I do like this actually.
Yes,
A little bit better than glossy accents.
I do too.
Yeah.
I do too, and I found it on Amazon. You can still get it on Amazon.
About that.
It's a little pricey, but you can still get it.
And with Amazon, to me, you just keep checking back because I'll keep something in my list, and then all of a sudden it'll go on sale. It'll be cheaper.
Yeah, I think maybe they buy other stores out that are discontinued stuff. Whether I don't know, because other things come up that you never, you look and look and look and look and it's not there, and then all of a sudden, bing,
right,
shows up. So it's kind of a crazy thing.
Sandy, are you all ready for tomorrow?
I just have to price stuff today.
That's awesome. Yeah, I mean, I'm going to. I get in those moods where I just want to all right, I'm going to make dominoes, make whatever. I'm actually going to make some cork things with cork.
Oh, we can do that together.
Yeah. I was asking JMH. She's just such a help. She was such a help to me. She's so nice. But you know what I mean? I don't want to make the same thing. I want to be different and do it my own way and all of that. She was just helpful on sizes and all kinds of stuff. So thank you for that, JMH, if you're still listening. I like messing around with other crafts too. I think it's fun.
I'm sorry. I got a message from my daughter. You want
Are
to
you okay?
see?
Is everything all right? Oh
Oh
boy.
yeah. Oh yeah.
Aw, what a
Oh
cutie.
my goodness. She is such a ham. And lately her hair's gotten long enough where she can put it in braids and now she doesn't want them taken out. It's so funny.
That's so cute.
Like she looks like Pippi Longstockings to me.
Oh, I used to have used to have a Pippi Longstocking book.
It see what I mean? She's such a ham bone. Oh, gotta love her. I can't wait to go see her again. She's my little love. Ah,
Yep, grandkids are special.
oh boy.
That's for
My
sure.
sister used to say she was only going to have grandkids, not kids, and I can never figure out how you can accomplish that. But she had the right idea, I think. I
For
think she
sure.
did. Yeah,
My
she's my daughter's doing good now. She had her evaluation for her work yesterday, and she got a nice raise.
nice.
I love what she's doing. Yes, that was amazing. So, yep,
That's always helpful.
yes. Yeah, she'd locked herself in the car this time without the daughter in it. So we had to scramble to figure out how to get her back in. She was kind of wigging
Give
out.
an extra key to somebody.
Well, it's at home. That's not a good place for it. And they both work in two different locations
Oh
and
boy.
baby's in the middle, so yeah. So they had to coordinate getting her picked up and getting her unlocked and yeah, she was wigging out a little bit. So it's okay. It's okay. You just got to talk them off the ledge once in a while.
Yeah.
I said, "Listen, you're okay. You're not hurt. Baby's okay. She's in a good place. She's safe. Just take a breath." But in the throes of things, you kind of forget those things.
Yep.
Then the next day she was going to work going to work and she called me. She's I've been stuck on the interstate for 40 minutes already and I'm still 15 miles from work. And I said, "What's going on?"
Oh
She goes, "I don't know. I
goodness.
think there's a big wreck up above and stuff." She's seen 6 cops go by on the right side of the road. And I said, "Okay, you're fine. You're okay. You're good. They're going to have to understand at work. That's just how it is there." So, yeah, she called me last night. All's good.
No, you can't make anything happen when you're stuck in
Nope.
that.
Nope. Nope. You just have to
Nothing
ride it out.
good.
So, whoever it was that was having a really bad day, I said, "Thank your lucky stars. It's not you."
Right.
Thank you, J Mac. I sure think so.
One of my grandsons, he's so cute. He's just 3, but
They're so fun at that age,
I'm
aren't they?
telling you, just the things that he says, he's just mocks everything I say. I said, "Did he just mock me?" I just thought it was hilarious.
Livy the other day, she was doing something, making face and stuff. She looked right at my daughter. She goes, "I so funny." Where did that come from? Oh
Oh,
my
that is
gosh.
hilarious.
Oh my gosh. I was in tears. They've had her tested at school. They at preschool they do continual testing and stuff to see where they're at for placement and that kind of thing.
Yeah.
They said she's testing out as a 4-year-old. She won't even
Oh.
be 3 until March. I said, "You better buckle up, girl. It's going to be a bumpy ride for a while." Oh, she goes, "I didn't expect that." And I said, "Yeah." Too funny. Oh, these kids.
And then you blink and they're all grown up.
Honestly, it
Yep.
happens so fast.
Yeah.
It's
My
too
oldest
fast.
grandson is 15.
Oh my
It's like, are you
gosh.
kidding me?
Wow. When did that happen?
I know. Goodness.
Well, Kelsey and I were talking about it. I said, "Do you realize that you are now vintage?" She goes, "Stop that." I go, "Well, that's what I learned the other day." I said, "What does that make me,
How
antique over?"
how comforting of you, mother, to point that out.
I told her, I said, "Things could be worse. Do you know you're vintage?" And she said, "What?" I said, "See?" I said, "I'm not sure what that makes me, but I'm not very happy." Oh my goodness. The things, all the things.
Thanks, Mom. I'll be back more later for you to. I'll be back later for more of that insight on vintage and antique.
Yeah. I know Casey was talking about it the other day, and I went, "No, wait a minute. What?
What?
I
What
don't
was
think I want
Casey
to
talking
resemble that
about?
remark at all. Does it help if I don't feel that way except on certain days?"
That's okay. I'm good with it.
Yeah, I don't know if I'd ever go back to, I don't know. There's times that I wouldn't mind being 30 again, but to go
Nope.
back to my early years, no thank you.
Nope.
I was too dumb back then. Oof, I got in so much trouble.
Yeah, you
I
and
don't
me
want to.
both.
Yeah, I don't want to go back there. I learned
Nope.
a lot, so I've made it this far.
Okay. I think I am going to just save my sheets of that
Okay.
and move it like that. Like I'm going to store it, I think, like this too. It's helpful on my vellum in a certain location.
Ah, that's a really smart idea with that vellum. I'm gonna have to try that now because there's a lot of things that I'd like to print on vellum, but I just didn't know how I was gonna get it to not jam up. And then when you
Yeah.
put it in your printer, do you put it so the tape side goes in
Tape
like
side
each
goes in first. Yep.
first? Okay, okay,
Yep. Because that
nice.
folded edge, it wants to, it's thick
Yes,
enough. It makes it nice and thick enough to grab it. So,
right. Okay. Now I got to figure out what that is on these things. Oh my gosh, it's always something.
and with this
Finally
vellum,
figured
like
out which way to print
you can see
two-sided.
one side is a little clearer. So I put the tape on the fuzzier side.
Nice. I've got a whole bunch of pastel vellums that I have from way back Stampin' Days.
Ah,
So yeah, I tried to figure out what I was going to do to use it and stuff. So I kept wanting to print on it because I love it when it's printed. But these ones are just, they were being so naughty, they wouldn't take it.
have you ever coffee dyed vellum?
Not vellum per se, but some tracing paper I have.
Oh, how did that turn out?
You want some? I did.
Well, that came out of nowhere.
Well, I've got
Does
more than
that
I
mean
can
you
use in
did
my.
about 1,000 sheets and you?
I did 2 full books worth. Yes. When I go to coffee dye, you need to understand. I spend the whole day. I find everything and anything I can put in that bath.
Wow,
Yes,
good
ma'am.
idea.
Yes, ma'am. I in whatever little bits left over, I put in a spray bottle so I can just use it as I go.
Yeah.
And then I put it in the fridge. I put a little drop of vinegar in it so it doesn't mold and put it in the fridge.
No, I was just wondering if you used anything, like if it would coffee. I've never done
It
it.
does. It does beautifully,
Does it pick it
honestly.
up? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, the tracing paper does for sure.
Yeah.
I'll find you some. I'll go get I'll put that in your next box.
Oh, thank you.
Of course.
Um, yeah, I'd like to stamp over that. Like if it's coffee dyed or tea dyed
Yep.
or whatever, I like stamping on that because
Yes.
it gives
I
it
didn't
such
think
a
about it or I
nice
would have
look.
drug it out today. Yes.
Nice, nice look.
I've done the music sheets. Because I had music sheets, I had regular sheets, I had copy paper, I had tracing paper, book pages. File folders, and something else. I can't remember what it was.
This
I
is the
didn't say.
thickest I could find, John. So if you, yeah, now they do. There's videos out there of people heat embossing on certain types of vellum, and the
So it
bigger
doesn't
one,
curl. Yes.
yeah. So the bigger one, definitely the thicker one, I mean, worked better on that. So I went to purchase it and this came up. So I thought it's pretty thick, like it's the thickest I've ever had, but if there's a different one.
What's the brand name on that? They sent you an
Let's
actual sheet of washi? That's
Who?
cool. JMac. I didn't know you
Someone
could get it
sent
as a
me a
whole.
sheet of washi paper.
Yeah,
I
that'd
think
be
you just
cool.
print on it.
I
Oh,
would
okay. Well,
do
you know,
it.
you could use sticker sheet, the full sheet of sticker paper, and print on that.
That's true. That's
But
true.
it's white. It's got a white background.
Yeah, but I think you can get the labels
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
and do
I
the
get
same
it.
thing. Like for your address labels, just get a 8.5 by 11 sheet of label paper or whatever. Clear.
Also, mulberry paper is also called washi.
Huh.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
just, yeah,
I didn't
paper
know that.
tape. Sure, that
I
works.
did not know that.
How do
Okay.
I send you a link? You can send it right in Messenger, our Messenger thread, if you want to, and then
Nice. I'm sorry, Mary, what was the brand name on that vellum that you have? And you said it's thicker
it's called,
stuff?
it's a thicken. Or hang on, Jen. Let me see.
I'm sorry.
No, I'll grab it from there.
Oh, sure, that's weird.
Dowsable? I know. I'm
Dowsable?
sorry. I butcher names. I really do.
Well, sometimes that's the
Oh,
funny part because you can't get any worse than Google telling you what it is. I'm like, what?
yeah. Well,
Okay. Translucent.
we're
Tracing
connected,
paper.
John, on Facebook Messenger. Here, let me do this. There
Translucent
you are.
tracing paper. That's interesting. It says tracing paper on there. Huh.
Yeah, isn't that sweet? I just sent you a here type thing. Oh, I'm getting. Hold, please. Let me.
Okay. Nice. Good job, Becca. Good job.
I've been messaging this one, going back and forth with someone that has an Etsy shop. She's working on something for me, and
Oh, nice.
yeah. So the thick vellum is smaller than letter size, but it's nice, heavy stuff. Oh, okay. I just thought it was interesting to heat emboss on it because
Yeah.
I think that's super cool. Oh, let me grab that.
I think it's fun to do it on different things anyway.
Yeah. Link copied. Okay. Go back in here. There. I think it worked.
Let's see.
There. I'm going to heart it on Amazon so I have it.
That link.
Just in case. Okay, awesome. You know, I don't really understand the GSM part of things, but I guess I
If
just
you,
haven't looked into it.
yeah, if you just translate in Google, if you put 100 GSM to pounds, it'll tell you.
Oh,
It'll be like
okay.
90 something, I think.
Yeah, I do that with like millimeter, centimeter,
Yep.
all that
Yep.
stuff.
Yep,
They
it does
have
the
a
same
great
thing,
tool for that.
or like if you buy something from New Zealand, you can look at the money exchange.
Ah, okay.
That's really handy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is handy.
Yep. And you can go either way, whether it's New Zealand dollars to US dollars or vice versa.
When I used to buy from Belgium, it was a little bit of a shock that the cost, here's your cost, I sent you an invoice. And then when you go to pay it, it's like
Yep.
$50 more,
Yes.
I'm like,
And
what?
some places I questioned it
Oh,
because it was less than what you think it is. I'm like, are you sure?
yeah, I haven't had the last one yet. So I
I
don't know
did
what
one
the deal
time.
is.
I think it was, well, it was before all the crap went into effect and stuff, but I think it was Ireland, maybe, that I bought some stuff from a gal.
Oh,
I
I
think,
don't know.
I think. And I was like, wait, are you sure this is right? She double checked and she said,
It
yep.
it made me definitely think twice before purchasing,
Yep. For
more,
sure.
because it's always going to show up for more.
Yes.
There's a caveat: bond pound weight, cover pound weight, and text pound weight.
That's true.
Area all
Yes.
U.S. measurements, but not equal.
That's
Oh,
true.
it
Yes.
makes my head hurt. It just, I'm sorry, it just
Well,
it
if you hang on,
just makes my head hurt.
watch out, little boy. Let me see if I can do.
It's okay. I don't do any kind of specialized type stuff or anything that needs anything fancy. So, where's my scrap paper? It is so much easier to cut when I do that.
100 GSM vellum paper is approximately equal to 37-pound cover or 68-pound text weight, depending on the specific paper grade and basis weight used for conversion.
Huh.
There you go. Since vellum often has a specific basis size and is a type of specialty paper, it's best to look for its designated weight category, with 37-pound cover being a common designation for 100 GSM. You heard it here first. Oh, Lordy.
Thank you. I feel like I was
Well,
just talking to Google. You're
well,
just
there you go. I'll be right back. 1 second.
copy paper that is thin for 25. Yeah. I don't know. Just it did take me a while to find the right copy paper and find for my printer and what would print nice and be consistent. And I did find a nice photo paper that I really like, and it just takes time. I had, a couple people help, which was so, so nice. Just, hey, try this, try that. And I really think it's whatever printer you have, because some recommendations didn't turn out all that well. Yeah, me too, Becca. It's just not, I don't, yeah. I'm like, this one works. I don't care. Yeah. You got that fancy new printer, right, Becca? I hope you found a good paper. I just like my images super clear. If I'm going to use them in a journal and all of that, I just want them to. Yes, I do. Yeah, John, for sure. I agree with that. I do like this one for the washi tape.
That's a good idea.
Yep. Once I found a paper that I liked, that's it.
Yeah, and then they take it away. That's what makes me nuts. Don't do that. I
Yeah.
like it. Yeah. Just not right.
I don't really print on copy paper that often, though. I did find one I like, but I don't really print on regular.
What do you use for your lightweight papers then? Like your text weight that you put in your journals, or do you?
Well, yes, I use this right here. Let me see.
Right, but I mean that's the one that you use for the lightweight stuff, right?
I buy the coffee dyed paper. So I will coffee dye regular copy paper that I have. This I purchased because I have a couple of people that I buy from Etsy that has really great prices, and it saves me the time to do it. And I'm supporting small business, so I like
Yes.
that. So I print all my kits that I sell on my
Do you like when
Etsy.
it's
Oh.
do you like when it's got lacy designs on it and stuff? You ever buy it that way?
I do, and in fact, in this journal,
Because I've got a place that's only an hour from me that she does it,
let
and
me
she's on
see,
Etsy, and I don't know if she's
like
cheaper than anybody
this.
else, but yes.
Yeah, I
Yes.
do like this stuff because I'm not going to spend the time to put my stencil on stuff and try to get it to look like that. I'm just not. I know me. Okay,
Yep.
this
Yep.
ain't Mayor's house.
I would like to try it. I don't know if it's my wheelhouse, but I'd like to try
I
it.
don't even have the slightest desire to do that. So I do purchase
Right.
that one, and I don't do it all
Hey,
the time.
Ellen.
I'm just using what I have. Hi,
Right.
Ellen. So I'm
Well,
just
there's a
using what I
gal that
have.
does like the lacy, the doily look and stuff or
Yes.
whatever, and
Yeah.
I can send you her link. I like her stuff a lot.
I do have some of that stuff.
And I don't know if she's cheaper than anybody else by means, but I can get it like overnight almost because she's only an hour away from me.
Nice.
And I found her by happenstance on Etsy, and she does envelopes. She's starting to branch out and do all kinds of things, and she has a channel, and
Yeah,
she
I've used
has a
envelopes and stuff too, but I collage so much
yes,
that it's got to be worth it for me to want to
yes,
use. I mean, I used to use a lot of that. I just don't anymore.
right, right. I mean, I think it's a specialty kind of item is how I treat it, if that makes sense. So you
Yeah.
use it here and there, and it's not like so overpowering for the whole thing, the whole book. I
Right.
don't think I would do that. That doesn't appeal to me. Not
Um,
saying.
Ellen did leave you a nice comment on our last live,
Oh,
how much she liked that box, and I think she just didn't hear us tell it. But you didn't make the box itself; you just
no, the
decorated
boxes are
it.
metal. The boxes are
Okay.
metal,
Oh,
actually.
I didn't know it
Yeah.
was metal. Okay.
Yes. Yeah. Do you want to see the inside? I can
Go
show
ahead.
you. Okay. Let me slide some stuff aside. Yeah, I made 4 of them, and they're all different. But I think I showed you the other one the other day. This will be the second, another one. So I did the inside cover of it,
Here, I'm
right?
gonna put it on you. Hang on.
Okay.
All right, go ahead.
This is paper. It's not fabric. It's paper. But that's the inside of the box. They're nice sized, so you could store
Yeah.
pretty much whatever you wanted to in there. And these
Yeah.
are porcelain roses.
Very
Yeah.
cute.
It's just some stuff I had in my stash, and I thought, what am I going to do with it? And there you have it.
And you're gonna have that for sale tomorrow?
There will be 4 for sale. Yes.
Okay.
And I'm
Cool.
not telling you what's inside of it because
No?
I'm doing surprises on the inside, but I promise you won't be disappointed. It's
That's
filled to the
awesome.
brim. I'm just telling you.
Awesome.
If you can't make something out of what's inside of there, then we gotta talk. We gotta have to talk.
I
For
do
sure.
have the old lunch pails, the metal ones, and
Yes,
this
I
was
remember those.
just a plain one.
White.
And if you go on Pinterest, people make them into these little dollhouses on the
Yes, really
inside.
cute things, yes.
Really cute. And I thought, I'm going to probably do a fairy thing with that and put a little
Oh, that'd
journal
be
on
cute.
one side and the other side be the little house area. I just thought that would be cute.
Yes, absolutely, and, when you if you have just a plain something, you can decorate them any way you want to, just like she said, with a
Yeah.
fairy thing or
I
whatever.
got it actually from a little flea market that I went to. It's just a local thing in Utica,
Sure.
back if you're still there. But and she was selling. It was they got rained, like rain came and then it was just clearing, but you could tell it was one of those days where there's going to be off and on rain. So we decided, let's just try it. Let's just go. And people were, a lot of people left. And we waited till the rain subsided and we went out and they were untarping their tables and stuff. And this lady had that little lunchbox. It's dark green, which I think is cool too, because green
That's
is one
cool.
of my favorite colors. And she put all these old sewing stuff in it.
Oh,
And
that's
there's a
sweet.
couple things that I didn't want. Yeah, it's not bad size for sure. And I said, well, I want this, but I really don't need this. So she gave me like the whole thing for like $3. It was like
Oh,
crazy, crazy prices. It's like, hey, if I can buy some for $3 like that, sure.
nice. Yes,
Yep.
please.
Yes, please. Don't always find stuff like that, but that was a good day.
I haven't gone to a good flea market in forever. And I don't do garage sales too much anymore because I don't get the local paper, so I never know when they're having them, kind of thing. But we do have a secondhand store that I go to. They're open 3 days a week. And I go there quite frequently, depending on what I'm looking for and stuff. And you just never know what you're going to find. But usually the prices are way good. And I know you'll hate me, and it's okay.
Uh-oh.
But yesterday,
Oh no.
normally, like I've seen wedding dresses hanging in there before and stuff, and I thought, yeah, da, 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 da. And they don't really have a lot of stuff to them, so they're kind of. There was two wedding dresses with one long, probably chapel length veil that had
Ooh.
a hanger of its own. So I said, well, I've looked for a price. I said, can you tell me what the price is? And she said, well, they should be marked. I said, well, whatever it is, I said, I'll take it because. So she comes up and stuff and she goes, I couldn't find it either. So when it's not marked, we charge $1. I said, what?
No, you did not.
I said, what?
Are
I said,
you kidding me?
I am not kidding you. And these are so heavily appliqued. It's ridiculous.
Shelly?
Ridiculous. And it was
Oh
just one of
my
those, well, I'll
goodness.
see what it is. And I was going to pay whatever because normally they're like 20, 30, $40,
Oh yeah, for
you know?
sure. And yeah, and it's hard to
And
find them even at that.
and that was even the ones that are kind of the more plain ones. So I said,
Wow.
and I went on and did my shopping and stuff with the other side of the thing, and I was looking for little tchotchke kind of things and stuff for some shadow boxes that I'm going to do and different things like that.
Yeah.
And I came back and she gave me my bill, and I said, that can't be right. And she goes, it is. And I said, no, those dresses should be more than that. And she says, nope, they weren't marked. She said, not my fault. And I said, and she works there all the time, and she knows I come in all the time and stuff. And I go, okay, we're going to make a better deal. And she goes, no, you don't have to. I said, I don't have to, but I'm going to. My whole bill was under $15.
Shelly. Oh,
That isn't that crazy?
yeah.
So
That
thank you,
is
God.
that is a big wow. Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you,
That's
God.
a miracle.
And every time I go in there, she knows whether it's $3 or something that I buy, I always knock it up to 10, or if it's $20, then I usually give them whatever's in my pocket, or that kind of thing, because
Yeah.
they're doing a very, very, very good service for this town, and I want to see them
Yeah.
stay in business because all the money that they make goes to scholarships for kids or scholarships for this or that or for um, elderly programs, whatever. They make the money work back in this community.
Yeah.
So, to me, it's a win-win.
Well,
And
that's nice.
yes, and so next time you and I go on early, I'll show you.
Yes, for
I'll
sure.
show you. because before I got some other ones that I just couldn't bring myself to cut up, and I had to kind of get over that. I have to get past that.
You really do.
Yes.
It's
So I've
just
decided that I went with that whole intent, no matter what it costs.
yeah,
God, if I can find decent wedding dresses, because when they do the $2 sack sale, they pull those off, right? They take
yeah,
those away. So I fully expected to pay $30, $40 plus, and I thought I'm just going to get them if they've got them today and they look nice. I'm going to get them. And yeah, same here, J Mac. Yes, I will
yeah.
support
That's
them.
nice, you
I will
guys.
support them over the top of Goodwill any day of the week.
Yeah,
Any
I
day.
do. We have a Salvation Army that's close,
Yes.
and there's a
Yes.
lot of them around here. I just
Nice.
haven't been to one in a very long time. It's probably been over 10 years before
I
I've
got a
gone
pair of
gotten
leather
in one.
shoes when I was on construction working in Kansas. I got a pair of leather shoes. I looked at it and I looked at it and looked at it and I said, okay. So I go up there thinking it's going to be $7 and she charged me $1 for these leather shoes.
Yeah.
No, I don't think that's right. I think that's supposed to be a 7. She goes, no, it's $1.
I
Okay.
think the last time was like at least 10 years ago, and I was just looking for books
Yeah,
when I
it's been a
first
while.
started doing, altered books and stuff
Yep. Yep.
just to play with, and they were like 50 cents a quarter. You couldn't go wrong with that.
Right.
But
Right. Oh, and the books. Thank you, Jesus. I'm telling you, girls, God has blessed me. I will not even. I was looking for some skinny ones because I want to
yeah.
do what you guys were doing with the book board thing. I found 9 of them, all with music,
Oh,
all with
nice.
music, and most of them are in really nice condition, but they're nice and thin. And I can pull these off and make a perfect board. They're grungy,
Yeah, I don't go to Goodwill either, Jen. No. Oh, those are nice, Shelley.
aren't they? And this
Yeah.
is the worst looking one of the bunch, if that is saying anything. But they're all music, and they're all. They don't even look like they've been opened.
Wow.
You know? Okay, so it got a little grunge there, but yeah. And I think this is really cute too, because every single one of these books, the teachers, no, maybe not this one. I thought it was every single one. Wait, don't make me lie. I swear. Don't make me lie. Well, that's sad. Huh. I could have sworn. Second year music. Okay, this is the one that's probably the worst. I thought these ones had oh, there's some grunge. I thought they all had the teachers' signatures in them. Well, that's kind of sad. I thought they all signed them. Here, like this.
Oh,
Maybe
that's
this is
cool.
one. Yeah, they all signed it, and Jimmy, Carol Hendricks, but Jimmy was in this one. And
Hi,
I actually
Lisa. Lisa
hi,
said she
Lisa. I
found an
actually
old German book. Beautiful
had,
find.
oh,
Yeah, those are so nice to find.
yes, and these are big, right? This has
4
got,
yards of material for 20. Yeah.
yay.
They changed management and the prices got ridiculous.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate when they do that, and then because they know what's popular and what people buy, so
Well,
they'll
yeah.
they'll jack up the prices and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
Yeah, you just have to I don't know. You just have to be careful with sometimes when you get old books. For me,
I
I
agree.
clean them out in the laundry or garage area first before they
Yes.
ever step foot in my house because
Yes. Yes.
there's just
For the shop vac.
too many people. And I just read
Mm-hmm.
about a librarian that it was so disgusting. It ruined her for life.
Oh,
How many came in with bed bugs and book mites and book lice
gosh.
and all this stuff. So you just really got to be,
No, thank you.
yeah, yeah,
Water
be
damage is bad enough with my allergies, so I have to watch that.
yeah.
But yeah.
I don't know. That's just my take on it. I just try to be careful with this
I
stuff.
agree.
But everybody's a little
Everybody-
different. If they've never had a problem, they never had a problem. I just
Right.
don't want the problem.
No, no. And like you say, with allergies and stuff, that makes it even worse, you know?
Yeah.
That's hard when you get attacked like that.
Yes, Becca, that is something people do. You put it in a plastic bag and stick it in the freezer. The only problem with that is some of these bugs just go dormant. So
Yes,
as soon as it thaws out, even after
they're
24
still there.
hours, they're
Yep,
still there and they're
yep.
still active.
Yeah.
And book
Well,
lice is absolutely disgusting because they'll go from book to book to book and they eat the glue.
oh,
They eat the glue off of the old books.
I
And
never knew
that can
that.
get
Oh,
super
that would be
nasty
oh,
super quick.
I never
Yeah,
knew that.
yeah.
Is that because it's flour glue or some sort of
The
base
I
or
don't
something?
know what it is about the
I
old
wonder.
glue,
I wonder.
but, yeah, I've heard of, yeah, right? Yikes. Not that
Oh,
anybody
yikes
should
indeed.
stop buying their books. Make sure buy your books,
Yikes
you
indeed. No wonder
know?
we go to Patty's.
I know, right? It's
Oh my
better
gosh.
going through somebody like that than I
Oh, yeah.
personally
Yeah,
than
where
to
they've already looked them over. Yes.
yeah, but boy, I'll tell you,
Search
when
base. There
I
you
go
go.
and look at any kind of book at an antique or place or any, I look right at that spine on the inside,
Yeah.
multiple pages because I've seen it and it's
What does it look
disgusting.
is it like little tiny holes? Is that what it looks like?
What's that?
What does it look like when those are in there?
They're on the spine. They
The
can
actual
travel.
bugs are still on the spine?
Yes, they're on
Oh,
this inside of the spine, and you
mm,
might not see it on one page, but you'll see it on the other. That's why you really got to be careful.
for
And if
real.
you put it in your home,
Oh my
guaranteed after a short period of time, you can open up any book in a different room and still find them. That's how
oh my
much
gosh, they migrate.
they migrate.
That's
They
horrid. What
do.
if you
It's
put it in a plastic
disgusting.
Ziploc bag and sealed it till they're smothered? Would that work?
Yeah, probably.
Oh,
Once I investigate something like that, or I get into the story of reading
oh
it about these
gosh.
people, and then
I
you look up the bug, and then I'm like, okay, I'm done. I can't read
'Cause you know
anymore
how
about
Patty
it.
talks about like, the different things that happen with the aging of it and stuff or whatever, and I've seen, like, little marks, it looks like a bug has been there, but I've never seen anything with a bug, thank God.
Well, that's good.
Mm,
Thank God.
mm,
Like I
mm,
said,
mm.
I'm sure Patty doesn't do. She
No,
wouldn't
but she would be
have
aware of
anything
that,
like that.
right?
Oh,
She would
I'm
definitely be aware.
sure. I'm
Yeah,
sure. Yeah, she's
yeah,
just been
I just
dealing
didn't
with books for so many
like,
years.
how long do these things live? That's crazy.
Yeah.
Wait, wait.
Yeah.
No, no,
It's just,
mm-mm, hard
the
no.
librarian the librarian was talking about she goes, "I will
Oh,
never take a book out of the library, or I will
oh,
never buy an
oh,
old book again because it ruined her how many roaches and bed
oh
bugs she
my
found."
gosh.
Yeah, she said her coworkers got infested
Ick,
their home.
ick.
I
Oh my
know.
gosh.
It's like,
And if
who
you
wants
don't
to
know, you
deal
don't
with
know,
that,
right?
you know? Oh,
Really?
good, good. Yeah, you just have to be you just have to be cautious of it, that's all. I actually
That's right.
take and it
Okay.
doesn't matter to me if I'm gonna be taking apart the book anyway. I will take a paper towel, spray some kitchen bleach stuff on it, and
Oh, yeah.
with gloves on, and
Sure.
anyone on YouTube, I'm not recommending anything, okay? Just
Right, right.
do what you wanna do, or even some natural, essential oil type mixtures you
There you
can
go.
do. And then, I just go through the spine area and I wipe it all down.
Yes, Sandy, I've seen that too, but I've never seen them actually still alive and living color, thank you. No.
And sometimes you can notice in an old book, like when it's a chew, like I
Yes.
know that's
Yes.
mice. They
Yes.
somewhere down the line of whoever had
Yeah.
that book had
And
mice.
I don't want that either.
No, right, but you're not gonna get mice
Oh,
from a book, you know what I mean?
no, but
You
I don't know, but
I
no, no.
know.
Those little critters aren't allowed in my house. No.
Ugh.
No. That's just nasty.
I would just think the bug part would be worse,
I
so,
think it
but
would be too, because I didn't know they'd still be alive on there. Like, how many years did they live?
yeah,
Crazy.
oh, wait, what Jen said, she got a batch of books once from an old barn, and they went immediately into a black garbage bag and spent the winter in Sub-Zero.
Yeah, see, I'd probably leave it in the back end of my vehicle doing that. Put it in there and then, yeah, let it sit for a
Yeah,
while.
Beck,
Boy.
you would know. And like I said, somebody like right.
Ugh,
Somebody
40.
like Patty who's dealt with books, I'm sure hers are
Yes.
fine. I'm just
Yes.
saying like the
Like, I've never
really
seen any.
grungy, we
Yeah.
all seen it at flea markets and the basement area of an antique store, stuff like that. Yeah, I've seen them and I didn't, thank God, get the book. I seen them at an old thrift store I went to years ago, and, and,
Oh my gosh.
I didn't know what they were at the time until I saw that on the internet, the librarian thing. But
Oh my
I opened
gosh.
up, they were a popular like series, but it was a very grungy, like it was just a random place I ran into, and it was on the floor, like still in a box, like this series of books. And I'm like, oh, these are cute.
Oh my
And pick
gosh.
it up and open it. And I'm like, oh, a bug just ran across the page. Didn't think much of it until
Right.
you open it up wider
Cool.
and they were on the spine. And oh my gosh, and I know exactly that this
Oh
was
my gosh. I've
from, like, after
never.
looking it up on the internet, I knew it was
I
book lice.
I've never, thank goodness, ever come across anything like that in my life. That's crazy.
Good, good, and I'm itching now because I'm talking about
Yes.
bugs.
Yes. I was thinking the same thing, like, ooey,
I mean,
ooey.
I've had antique books for years and never had a
Yeah.
problem, so I'm just
I
saying it's
wonder.
it's a gross reality to some of these
Oh my,
places,
it's a shocking reality to some of us.
Oh,
'Cause I wouldn't
but
think that bugs would still be alive after, I don't know.
I
Don't they have,
took
like,
a
a lifespan?
I took a screenshot of what the librarian said and sent it to
Oh,
my sister because she just started going to checking out books at the library. So I'm like, okay, don't mean to freak you out, but
yeah, moldy bugs. I can't deal with mold in my house either, see, because I'm highly, highly allergic, so, yeah.
yeah,
Yeah, but oh my gosh.
yeah, that you can see them, right? I used to wash wool for people,
Fleece
quit
with
doing it after I got one
oh
fleece
my
with moths in
lord.
it. Ooh, they
Ooey.
puffed out like a
Oh my
swarm.
gosh.
Ooh, Sandy. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Friday highlights. All right, Patty. Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Well, anyway, you guys rewind because this wasn't a bug top, a
Phew.
bug live.
Oh my
It's actually,
goodness.
if you want to rewind, you can look at what Shelly's bringing to the market tomorrow, and that's on Secret Mementos YouTube. Also,
Mm,
I just did a little explanation of how to make your own washi tape. So go
yeah.
ahead and enjoy that. And you guys enjoy your Friday. And
Thank
thank
you.
you for
Friday.
joining me,
Reminder.
Shelley.
Thank you for having
Yeah,
me and
tomorrow's
reminding me of
Saturday, Shelley.
Friday.
You have plans.
Oh my
All
gosh.
right.
I
Thanks,
wonder if I
Becca,
missed
for
that.
modding in there. And thank you
Yeah.
guys for
Thank
keeping
you
us
guys.
company for a little while. We
Yes.
appreciate it. And
Thank
have a
you.
great day. Bye-bye.
Bye.